This is literally my first roll on these Endless 100 frames. I haven't even tried them on before now, so let's see how they feel. Very deliberate crossovers because I know they're longer. And I like to do tight crossovers typically. Honestly, in terms of maneuverability, they don't feel much less nimble than the 90s. It doesn't feel, I can feel it a little bit, but happily, not that much. I can already feel like the cruising speed is higher, for sure. Bear in mind, I'm coming from the Endless 90 frame, but the wheels I was just using on those were worn to 74, 75 millimeters. So I'm kind of going from a 75 millimeter wheel to 100. So that will definitely have an effect on how fast they feel when they're cruising. They feel awesome. Being very careful with these crossovers. Although it's only a 40 millimeter difference, really, per skate. I kind of just want to go fast in them. They feel awesome. Let's go a little faster. They don't feel much heavier. They really don't. It's negligible. They are quick. These are brand new wheels, so I don't know. I'm not going to do much sliding right this minute. Honestly, these feel great. I'm into it. I will say there is a slight amount, maybe not slight, the kind of ball of my foot is a little fatigued, or sore is maybe the wrong term, but it just feels feels like it's being worked like it hasn't been worked before. I think there's a couple reasons for that, probably. Well, really one reason. And that is, my foot's not used to where the front of the skate ends, right? Where my toe can push off. So I feel like the muscle memory of my stride is trying to push through more on the front of the frame. I'm sure I'll get used to it with time. But yeah, the balls of my feet, kind of the front portion, are a little fatigued after a few minutes. But honestly, I'm assuming by the end of this session, or even a next session or two, it will be a non-issue. They really feel good, honestly. And they don't feel that drastically different. I'm happy to report that, I mean, I'm not even thinking about the crossovers anymore. I may be cutting it close, and maybe there's a trip coming up in the not too distant future for me. And a fall. But just skating feels good. They feel fantastic. They feel like endless frames. But overall, I'd say the difference is similar to when I went from the 80mm deluxe frames that came on these FR1 Deluxes to the Endless 90. You know, I knew it was a bigger frame, it felt bigger, but I adapted quickly. I'd say if you're an advanced skater and you're hesitant to go from 90 to 100, I don't think you really should be. I do notice a difference on like starting a sprint, which also isn't too surprising, especially going up a hill, going from almost stopped or stopped to kind of trying to generate speed. It's a little harder, to be expected, but honestly, I welcome the chance to just make my muscles stronger, which is probably what will happen. In terms of jumping, I don't really notice a difference in the weight, honestly. The weight overall doesn't really feel that different, which is kind of surprising because I'm coming from not just 90mm frames, but you know, those worn 75mm wheels. So I had a lot of urethane missing from the frames I skated the other day. But you know, honestly, the weight doesn't feel that much different. They're heavier, that's a fact. But you know, like jumping and stuff seems fine. Again, I think I'll just get stronger leg muscles from jumping with more weight attached to my feet. It's not the worst thing in the world. I guess there's the obligatory wizard moves. Kind of nervous to try those as well. Maybe I'll put the camera down and start messing around with some light wizardry. I don't know many wizard maneuvers, but I know a few. Trip. I don't know if the camera caught it, but that was my first little trip where I caught the wheel. This is nothing I'm not going to get used to. I think I'm really gonna like these frames.